Ijo mini kilele yo, ladies and gentlemen. Quick one. I'm just recording this now, and it seems I just got a perfect. Is it perfect now? Someone's caption. I wanted to write it as a post, like normal writing, write up, but I've been dragging it all for this long, and it just came to my mind again, and I just had, the devil gets you busy to get you empty. The devil gets you busy to get you empty. I'm going to be talking, sharing a story quickly. It's only story time. Yeah, there's so many places I've worked. Not many, like some places I've worked that are not on my CV. I don't know if I have someone like that that can relate to that. It's okay if there is none. When you just tend to know that this place, but I need to get job. I actually went there. That was a Friday to when the next session was going to resume, or probably the next term. The last holiday Friday, they were already preparing. Staff were already, staff resume before the normal school resumption when people will come and all that. So I didn't want to stay at home and just let a job and the house bazu. I actually wanted to I now went towards that area on the lookout. Many of them, many of those that could interview me, in most of those schools that already gone home, they like come back on Monday. Or like, Monday is resumption day. I want to be prepared. I don't want to be going to that place for interview on Monday and resuming on Tuesday, that kind of thing. And if you hear something like drop your CV is a lie, they will not get back to you, because I know definitely they would have gotten their staff ready, prim and proper, that kind of thing. So all in a bid of I cannot give up. I must try get a place. I got this place and I went there. They were like, wow, they've been waiting for, like, they need one staff or something. So I sat, cool environment, somewhat, and I had the interview. I was listening style to ask when I was scanning through that particular street or zone or area seemed to be full of schools. So I saw some stuff I could like ask with to ask questions, and God grants me favor. I was able to get their salary range in that area. So they already pegged that I'm not collecting less than this amount. So when he mentioned less of the amount they were paying their staff, graduates or no whatever, I stood on the amount I wanted to be collecting. That's like 30K. How much was the money? 30K. And he offered me the job because he put me through a test. Series of questions: English, maths, verbal attitude, all those normal tests. So I went through them within a specific period of time. It's like a timed digital kind of test. If you don't get quick, I think if you don't hurry up, you're going to, you won't be able to finish. I was able to finish before the time lapsed, and I scored higher in English. So I was like, wow, you will be able to teach our children English and blah, 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 blah. And the day to resume came. Everybody put your ears on the ground. I started hearing some stuff. No new staff finishes a week. If you finish a term, you have tried. It was even the old staff that were, it starts on the first day of resumption. You start hearing, you cannot do your hair like this. You cannot do like this. You have to wear like this. You have to. So with that, we just came. Of course, you knew ourselves. We already identified ourselves with our new shirts, new skirts, new shoes. Trying to be careful, and got so good. We gave ourselves sense. Even if it looks like we're not like ourselves, we had to collaborate so that we'll be able to bond and help ourselves and give ourselves information in case. And all that, the drama went on. Later hearing the terms and conditions that we agreed upon. Anywhere you go to work and you sign, so far you have signed, you have agreed to their terms and conditions, no matter the lie or the coining they used to coin to get you in. Once you come in, you will be following their rules and regulation. I told them I didn't want to. I had an institute I was teaching. I had my own personal school I teach, institutes, private lessons, and I would love to be closing by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the least time I closed was 5:36 because the so-called head of the teachers will tell you, sorry that you were told that by the owner of the school, but I'm in charge, Jane, you have to do this, and because of it, you want to be paid. And you can't go back home and say that again. When you start hearing again, you know that hey, hey, hey. So all in the name of can't you just endure? Can't you just persevere? All in that name, you keep staying, and the more you receive such, the more you increase your capacity to receive nonsense. All in the name of large hearts. Be careful of what you are accommodating. All in the name of can't you persevere? You can learn perseverance, but not with toxic situations. You can learn patience. You can learn perseverance, and not consistently with crazy toxic situations. It would You will not know when your self-esteem has depleted off. So time went by, and I was getting busier than busy. I could not pray in the morning. I could not concentrate on my personal life. I could not improve myself. And the class that they told me that they were going to give me was not the class they gave me. I was now assisting maybe an SSCE holder because they were having an affair. Different series of different stupid things and all that. Part of those that we came together that were new teachers, one left after a week. Before the week, we said, let me not kukuma waste my transport first because I will not get paid. Let me just kukuma leave. Because she could not cope. She could not cope. She said even though she was living somewhat linear, the stress was too much. The demands, the wahala of the class, even though it was a great class, was too much. People that were paying higher, the children were the ones causing much trouble. And the teachers will be the one blamed. They'll be the ones that will be blamed at the end of the day. When the owner of the school beats those pupils, you think that the end of the world has come, but you can't touch them, and they will be unruly. It got to a point, okay, they moved me away from being an assistant, even though it was against what they told me, to the class that they were, in quotes, unruly pupils. It started, and it was becoming an unbecoming situation. That when the children beat themselves and injure themselves, it is your fault. You have to call the parent of the injured. One day I had to call the parent of the injured instead of calling the parent of the person that injured someone was already on ground to sort out issues and pay bills and all that, to sort out how they were going to do the injured boy. It was all over. So I had to call the injured parents. Mother, they've killed yourself. Come! I'm not the only one that will receive this blow. You have to come and share in the blow. You get a blow train. She came scattered everywhere. The parent of the injured and the owner of the school ran inside. They didn't show up. It was now the old staff and other parents that were around that were, don't go in. Please, don't go. I enjoyed it that day. Later on, the owner of the school came, he almost beat me. That was the first day I knew I spoke back to authority. And I knew that was my last day there. I was not trained to do such. And if I know that I'm getting towards that, fine. I don't like to be talked to anyhow. You can't even want to try it. But I'm dressed to respect authorities and try my best to be a good girl. But when it has gotten to a level that I have to talk back to you, I'm done. So I knew I had to get out. I knew I had to get my passport. I had to get some, because I have heard so many things about that school. A lot. Demonic undergrounds and all that. He beats his wife. He does different kind of diabolic things. Even the proprietors around his place know. Once they say you are coming from there, they won't even employ you. It's that bad. So I had to apply wisdom, behave like as if I was calm. I had a lot of bullshit from that man. And I had to leave. And I left. Before I even left, I was attacked in my dreams. education is spiritual. So he had to get me busy, to get me weak, to be able to be attacked, because he tried it for every of the new staffs.